Let's make Thragg suit in Tomodachi Life Living the Dream. Make sure to watch till the end because every step in this design is crucial to make the best suit possible. Here we go. Before you start, make sure you've unlocked the Palette House Workshop because you need that to make this custom design. And I believe you need about 6 meats to do that. And then once you do that, go to the Palette House, create a new creation by going to the clothing and choosing a long sleeve tee. We're going to start with the blank base here and let's get started. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you're in pro mode. So go to settings, make sure you use pro mode. Just use these exact settings that I have right here to make it easier for yourself to follow along. Alright, so for the next thing, we're going to go to the colors and choose the colors that we want to use. Okay, so we need two main colors, a gray and a shade of red. So for the red shade, I'm going to go with this right here. And I'm not going to choose that one exactly. I'm going to go to the color range and make this a little bit shifted to the left a little bit, a little bit lower. Sort of like that shade right there. I'm going to try this one. I think that's actually perfect. We'll go with that right there. Just make it actually, you know what, we'll make it a little bit brighter though. Just like that. We'll go with that shade right there. So for reference, basically move your color wheel to that spot right there or very close to it and basically find a shade of red that you like. Now for our second color, we're going to go to another color here and just set this one to a light gray. Sort of like this gray right here. We'll go with that right there. Just test it out. I like the way that looks. We'll go with that gray exactly right there. Alright, so now go to the gray, choose the gray, and go to the pen tool. Choose the smallest option right here and choose smooth. We're going to start off by drawing the belt. So go to this brown line over here. So to make this easy, also zoom in onto the lower shirt portion right here. So draw from here and then go gradually up just like that right there. So that's one side of our belt. We're going to draw a straight line now down. Just make sure to set this to straight, makes it a little bit easier. And just draw a straight line down like that. There we go. Now we're going to add in some outline. So we're going to go to the same options just like this. Keep it at straight. And change the color here though to black. And for reference, it's just that black right there. And now draw a straight line down from here. Just about like this right down there. There we go. Just like that, okay? I'll switch to the curved option, the smooth option. And draw another line from this line that we just drew. This right here. There we go. We'll go with that line right there. There we go. And we're going to copy this over to the other side. So choose the selection tool, just like that, press plus, line them up like that, flip it over, and move it to the other side. Once you're satisfied, press A, and now go to the fill tool, choose the gray color, and fill all these in. Also, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more tutorials just like this one. I think the curve looks a little bit weird, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit, make a new line, make it straight, and just draw a little bit more. Just want to fill a little bit more of this. We're going to draw a straight line just across like that and just fill that in. I think it looks way better. We'll go with that right there. Obviously edit it as you need to. Actually, I think that gray is too light. We'll go with the darker gray, just that gray right there. We'll go with that gray right there and just fill in again with this gray. I think this gray looks way better. We'll go with this gray. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now switch to the color black, go to the pen tool now and choose the straight option just like that and that line length right there. So now let's draw the chest outline. So start at the bottom here, just this corner right here and draw about a little bit more than a square in that direction, just like that. And we're going to draw a little bit more at an angle, just about till there, just like that right there. And that's the lower chest. It'll look fine once we link them up, don't worry, it looks a little bit weird right now. So now for the upper part, draw from about here upwards about half a square, a little bit more than half a square, just like that right there. We'll go with that. And now set it to smooth. And basically what we want to draw a line coming inwards like that. So now zoom in, set it back to straight, and basically draw a little bit inwards just like that. So around his chest, he also has the logo. So we're going to start a little bit above the chest line and basically draw sort of like this. Straight line and then draw a little bit at an angle and then draw a straight line that way. And let's add in a few pixels right over here, just like that. There we go. Now let's copy this over to the other side. Use the selection tool, select it, press plus, then align them, just like that. Then press ZL to flip and move it all the way over to the other side, just like that. Now there we go. Alright, so now what you want to do is you want to basically go over here, go to the circle tool or the shape tool and choose the circle option. So choose this right here and make sure it's set to fill and then change the color over here to red or the red that we chose. Alright, so now go over here and basically you want to draw a circle in the middle. Just like that, pretty straight circle, make sure it's symmetrical, just like that right there. We'll go with that and we'll shrink it down just a little bit, just like that. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to add more to the logo. We're going to zoom in on the logo, choose the gray right here, and choose these settings for the pen tool, and we're going to add in the lines in the logo. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pixels, just like that. 15, 16, we'll go 16 pixels, just like that. So I'm going to go basically over here, count a few pixels out. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll go 6, and then we'll go down. Draw the line here, and go a little bit higher, go a little bit up like that. There we go. A little bit more, just about till there. Now we'll go to the opposite side basically. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like that. We'll draw a little bit more, a little bit longer, just like that. There we go. And that'll be our logo, just like that. Now we're gonna go to the fill tool and fill this in right there. There we go. And we're gonna go to the fill tool and change the color now to the red and fill in the bottom right there. There we go. We're almost done actually. We already made some really good progress. We'll go with that right there. There we go. So now we're going to draw over here, add in sort of like his trap coloring, whatever. So now we're going to go to the pen tool, choose smooth, choose the gray, and we're going to draw on top of the chest. So basically his trap area, and draw a curved line just like that. There we go. Perfect. Now we're going to go to the fill tool and fill this in. Now we have to actually copy this over. So we're going to select this over just like that. There we go. Select all that. Press plus, line them up, and flip it over and move it to the other side. There we go. Now there we go. We copied that over. Go to the fill tool, choose fill, and choose the maroon. So now we need to add to the sleeves. So go to the sleeves. We're going to draw the foreground first before the background. So go to the pen tool and choose the straight option. Go to the colors and choose black. We're going to draw just from about here, right next to this right here, right over there, and draw a straight line down. Just about till there. Then we're going to draw a line sort of like at an angle, just like that right there. And another one sort of like upwards like that. There we go. And another one just like that right there. Sort of like a foot shape actually. It's kind of weird, but it'll look fine, don't worry. Just like that. There we go. And now if we fill this in with the gray color, oops, go to the fill tool, fill it in with the gray color. Hold on. There we go. As you can see, they do connect, which looks pretty good. And now once we add in the red, we're just going to go over here, and as you can see, the two sleeves connect. It looks a little bit weird right now, but once you actually see it on Thragg, it'll look way better. Now go to the selection tool and copy this to the other sleeve. Select all of it, press plus, line them up, just about there, flip it with the left trigger, and move it all the way to the other side. Now go to the fill tool, go to the red, and just fill in the back. Okay, so there's one final thing to do. Now we're going to go over here to the middle right here, and we're going to draw a small black line just downwards like that right there. There we go. All right, so now go to the gray, switch to the pen tool, go to straight, go to the smallest size right here, and go to the second line here, the second grid, or like grid line, I guess, from here on the sleeve, and just draw a straight line across both ways, just like that. And then just do the same thing, just right there. And then I missed a pixel, so I'll just go and fill that in. Just like that. There we go. All right, so now go to the fill tool, use the same gray, fill these in, and those will basically act as the gauntlets. So we'll go with that right there. Click done. So that's our shirt. Now we need to add in the skirt that he wears as well. We'll go back to the workshop, and now I want to go to a new creation again, go to clothing, and then go to the options here, go to the skirt, and go to long skirt. So we're going to go with a blank base just like that right there. All right, so now for the skirt, you want to choose the same gray as we chose before. If I recall correctly, it was this gray right here. Now we're going to go to the fill bucket. And we're going to go fill this in just like that right there. Now, if you want, you can add some shadows to this. But personally, I did try that. I'm not really good at it. So I'm going to leave it like this. And we'll click done. And that'll be the skirt. That right there is Thragg shirt in Tomodachi Life. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments below. Hopefully you guys like it. If you enjoyed the tutorial, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Kraken out.